Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to make a relatively simple pair of earrings that will match the bracelet we made yesterday with using our SoftFlex Company's Design Challenge Kit Rainy Day, some ball chain, and some little caps. So let's turn down and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, we've got a pile of beads here, a couple of ear wires, the little end caps that we put stuff on. All the beads we're going to need, as well as a little bit of ball chain. We probably will need more than this, and our SoftFlex. So what we're going to do first is do our bead strands, and that way we'll know exactly how much of the ball chain we want. And what I want to do is I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off because I won't need a lot. Probably about yay much. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece here, which was our dangle, if you'll recall, on our bracelet, and we're going to hang it on the bottom as a dangle here. So just like so. And now I am going to crimp it here. Turn. Okay, now that we have that crimped on, we're going to use the pattern where we started with we're going to use one spacer. This should go over both lines. If it doesn't, we'll switch spacers because that means this one is not quite open all the way. There it went down. Then we'll use our teal green one here. Two spacers. The little pretty little light blue. I love this blue color. I'm not a real fan of cubes, but I love that blue color. Two more spacers. And then it will be the dark medium, and then the light, the white colored one. So that's how our dangle's going to go. Now we need to crimp the top, and if you'll recall when we did the bracelet, we just took the crimp, went over, and I'm not going to put both strands through the crimp bead. We're just going to pull it down here, and we want it down pretty far because, you know, we don't want a ton of extra space here. So take hold of this, pull it up, and then pull the wire down, and it's not cooperating quite the way I want it to. So right, we'll get her down there. Pull. Come on, we want, well, it doesn't really matter because we're going to cut it. So as long as we have it down here. So into our crimp, pliers, and crimp, crimp, crimp. Looks good. So now we're going to take our flush cutter and slide it right up to that, and trim it off. And then we're going to trim the top because we don't need this inside our cap. So then what we're going to do is we're going to decide how much chain we want. I was thinking we wouldn't need too much, but I want it to be about the length, not quite, we don't want it to go down as far as the blue one, but we want it pretty close to the end of the green one. So I'm thinking about right here. And we will make a second one, just that length. And we will probably need to get some more chain out, it looks like, and that's fine. I have another strand or two. So right here. And I don't think this is long enough to make a third one. Close, but no cigar. Actually, I think I cut this one too short. In fact, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is okay, those are the same length. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this last ball off both of those because they don't really need to be that particular long. And that way I have one chain for the other side. So we can get rid of these little balls. I may keep them. You never can tell what I might want to glue them onto. So then we're going to take our cap, and just like when we made the bracelet, we'll slide one in, slide our come on beads, get out of the way so we can slide this baby onto here. There we go. And then our last chain. And if you recall, that last chain can be a bugger. So what we're going to do, of course, we're going to get it in quickly, hold it while we get our pliers out. And come on, baby, stay in place while I do this. Then we're going to squish that end cap down. It's trying to come out. There we go. It's not quite all the way down, but we'll just push it a little bit more and get it all the way down. So there is our first earring. Well, it's not quite done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take and put a bead up here. And then we will hook it to our ear wire. So our next step is to take our piece of wire. This was a 3-inch head pin that I cut the heads off of. We're going to bend it over, get our stepped bell making pliers, go into here, up and over and around, bring her down and around, leave a gap, and now we will feed our earring onto here. Grab it with pliers. Come on, you're going to go that way. You're going up and wrap. Cut the excess off. And tuck it. Now that we've got that part done, we check to see how straight it is. It needs just a touch of straightening. feed this bead on, and now we're going to go into the ear wire. Since the ear wire is going, the hole is this direction, we need the loop to go this way so that it can wrap through the ear wire properly. So up and around and over, bring her over, leave a gap. Now we'll feed our ear wire on. Since this has no definite front or back, it doesn't matter how we go on here. Now we will wrap this up. Cut the excess off and tuck it in. And there is earring number 1. Now that looks like it's hanging slightly sideways, so we will do a little straightening here. So there is our first of our earrings. And now we'll put together the second one. Let's see, did I have any of that length of SoftFlex left? Looks like I must have used it. So we'll just cut another little length off. Get our So just cut another piece off. Which I believe is right here. Okay, those two are good. So now we need to get our cap out here. Feed our first chain in, our strand. Now, because this is just on here in a ball spacer, if this does turn, and it will inevitably, you can always turn it back because it's got nothing making it stay in this one particular direction. So there are our 3 pieces in. Now I need to hold them down while I get my... Now I'm using my nylon jaw pliers to do this. You could use your regular ones, but I'm always afraid I'm going to mar this up. And I just knock the top chain out. So we don't want it to quite go down yet. So there is our earring. Our SoftFlex is a little bit wonky, but it'll settle in time. That's earring number 2, and here is, of course, earring number 1. So I hope you enjoyed making these with me. These are all finished now, and these will match the bracelet we made yesterday. In fact, here is the bracelet we made yesterday. I just got it caught in my hair, so fun. And oops, anyway, there's the bracelet to match the earrings. So there we go. Those pretty. They'll match our bracelet quite nicely. Nice length, in my opinion anyway. I like a longer length. So there we go. And those earrings are made from SoftFlex Company's Rainy Day, which is also what we made our bracelet from, that these were made to match. And this has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and I hope you enjoyed making these with me. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.